I hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year to all of my followers and anyone watching this video who might be new. So I'm finally sharing my 2023 setup. I haven't posted any videos in quite a while just because it's been a really busy season, as I'm sure it has for all of you as well. But I'm finally got round to filming something for you, so I'm just gonna flip through it, and if you've got any questions or comments, just put them below and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. So I'm still in my personal Luxe Moterm, and this was the pebbled grey, I think it was called, but I have painted it with leather paint in a slightly warmer grey. Staying in this planner for the year. So in this zip pocket I've just got some sticky notes. This is just a packet from a wax melt that I had that smells really nice. If you haven't tried this company, their wax melts are really lovely. This one is my favourite one, the Florist. So I just keep that in there because I like to remember what the company was. I've got a little card in there with my coffee order on there. They were just extra little bits that I've added in. And then I've got some cards here. So I've got my AM and PM routine, my weekly planning routine, and my weekly routine tasks. So these go on my weekly pages every single week. And then on my dashboard I've got a calendar card that just says January 2023 with the little calendar below and a floral line drawing. And then I've got just this little sticker page sheet from Plan by Stowe, and these are in the colour Cloud. And then I've got a black and white photo of myself and my husband, and this is my colour code that I'm using on my weeklies. And this was from a notebook from WH Smith's that I cut the cover off. I thought that looked really nice. And I've got some acetate with leaves on from HR Handmade. This is a yearly overview of 2023 from Paper Test Designs. I don't believe she's released it for this year yet, but this was from the insert that she made for 2022. It was supposed to have the rings on this side because it was supposed to be printed on the back of the 2022 one, but I sort of doctored it and managed to print it out. So this is just a contents page for my sections, and these are all the photos that I used for my cover pages, which you'll see in a minute. And then I've still got my GTD system, my own version. So this is my capture spot where I put any sticky notes with anything that I want to deal with but not right now. And then this is my GTD system that I've sort of simplified for myself. You can download that from my freebies folder, which I'll link below. So the first section is routines, and I made all of these dividers myself. They're the same as what I did last year, but I just haven't put any tape over them. I wanted to see how long they would last without tape on them. So a couple of them have bent a little bit, but you can just bend them back. That's my dividers. So this is my first cover page, which is routines. And then here I've got my routine cards for monthly planning routine, my budget routine, my meal planning routine, my self-care routine. Oh, it's not really a routine, but it's basically a list of things that I can do for self-care. Then I've got my word of the year, which is evolve, and then my 2023 goals, which is something totally new for me. I've never set goals before, not to this extent, so we'll see how I go. I've been doing pretty well, but the back pain has thrown me off with my exercising, which is a little bit annoying. I got about 5 days in, I was doing half an hour of yoga a day. I was really proud of myself, and then I've done my back in, so yeah, kind of annoying, but never mind. Then this is a tracker for different things that need doing, that don't need doing every month. So I've just highlighted the months when things need to get done, and I tick them off as I go. I had this in my planner last year as well. I've just changed up the highlighter colours that I've been using. So I'm basically using these colours all throughout my planner this year. I like to choose like a set of colours that I'll use throughout, just to make it look a bit different. Last year I used like a pale blue, a foresty green, a pink, and a neutral sort of beigey colour, and a grey. Grey is always in there. And I just like to switch it up just so it looks a bit different, a bit fresh on the eyes. And then this is my week specific tasks. So again, this is a system that I used last year. So it's a fold out from Peanuts Planner Co. And I've split my tasks into week 1 personal, week 2 office admin, week 3 household, and week 4 planning, and then miscellaneous tasks at the bottom, which is just feed plants, which only happens certain weeks of the year. I haven't filled out the other half yet. And I basically tick that off when I've done it. What's new for this year is that I've got this insert from Paper Test Designs, which is a yearly overview, and I've just highlighted the week numbers so I know which week is which week, if that makes sense. So I know that I'm filming this on the 20th, and I know that this week is household, so I need to do all of these things this week, which I will do this weekend. So that just makes it a little bit easier for me, rather than having to figure it out. It's just cutting out an extra step for myself. Then I've got the trigger lists from the Planner Spot, and then it's my second section, which is month. It's not just my months in here, it's basically all my calendars that are not weekly. So this is my cover page for that section. I've got this future log from Paper Test Designs that I used last year as well. So I've started filling that out. And then I've got a future log for 2024 that I've just made myself on Microsoft Word. And this is last year's future log, just to reference, just because I like to have that in there in case I need to refer to it. And then I've got an annual leave calendar. So just wanted to mention, I think that might have been the first one. I made this on Microsoft Word to match the Paper Test inserts. So you can see this one and that look quite similar. I just wanted it to look sort of cohesive, so I just made my own cover page and put annual leave down there. So I've got annual leave marked here with a key. Then I've got birthdays and anniversaries, so I've written down family birthdays and things on this one. So this is my monthly overview section. So I'm still playing around with my monthly sort of system. I'm really happy with the this side of my sort of monthly view, but I'm still playing around with this side. So originally I was going to have this sort of layout. So I would have a month on one page with the key dates listed below, and then all my lists on this side for things to buy, any to-dos that I need to do that month. And I did fill it out for January, so it was sort of like that. And then I have thought for a few months, because this is the design that I used in 2022 last year, I have been thinking for a few months that I don't like it listed below. I need to see the thing on the date. It's just how my brain sort of works through it. So I tried having like a month on 2 pages. You might have seen that in one of my previous videos where I was talking about reviewing my inserts and everything. But that didn't work either, because it wasn't complicated, but it was another page to look at. I liked everything on one spread, so I decided to try out a horizontal. So that actually works quite well. I like that I can write everything on there. So I've made my own that's got like a grid behind it, so I can write straight. And I'll be trying that in February probably. So that is still a work in progress, but all the information is there. And then I look at the monthly list section. So I've got all my home things that I want to do. So I'm doing the 365 declutter challenge again this year. So I basically go through the calendars that you get emailed. If you Google 365 declutter challenge, you can sign up to it. I basically go through the calendars that she sends out. Not all of it is relevant, because some of it is kids and pets and garage and basement and things like that don't apply to me. So I obviously don't do those. There's no point in writing those down. So I just pick the tasks that are applicable. So things like tidy the pantry, declutter under the kitchen sink, declutter utensils, write them here, and then I will put them in my weekly view. And I review this every week when I do my when I do my planning for the week. So that goes there, any home tasks. And then I've got personal tasks, anything hobby related that I'm doing, so anything to do with scrapbooking projects or art, any classes that I want to take, anything like that. Then I've got some goals down here that are obviously based on my goals that I listed earlier. Anything miscellaneous, a wish list, and the books that I've read this month. So I really like that all in one place. It's really helpful. So that's everything for the month section. Then I've got weeks, and I'm still playing around with my weeklies as usual. So these are some pages that I have tried out so far. And this week I have been trying something different. So it's more like a sort of bullet journal layout. So it's literally just a grid divided into 4. So I've got Monday to Thursday here, and then Friday to Sunday here. And then I've got waiting on, projects, create, and 365 declutter. And I've just done like a little colour code next to events, and circles are to-dos, and then I cross them off when they're done, or cross them out with an X if I don't do them. I put an arrow if I've retasked it for another day. A dot is for my information, so it's just, you know, to note something down. I draw a little TV if there's a TV show. I've got a YouTube sticker there. So I've really liked this. It's pretty good. I don't know why I did it like this and not like 2 pages next to each other. But I will be doing that next week and seeing how it comes out. So that'll be Monday, and that'll be Sunday, and then I'll have the notes, the information bit there. Then I've got a new tab, which I didn't have last year, called Projects. So that's my cover page. This is a project index. So I've found that I've been doing a lot of projects, whether they're home, creative, art related, anything really. I found that I've been delving into lots of different things and I get confused quite easily. So I like to have a record of what I've started, what I'm working on, and I'm trying not to pick up too many things at once because then nothing gets finished. So I did this, I decided to make a project section to keep all of my information in for those projects. So I've got the index here, and in here I'm keeping things like course schedules and project plans. That was a hallway makeover that we did quite a while ago, but I decided to keep it in here just so it's a sort of good example of how I would use that insert. And then for my home section, section 5, that's my cover page. I've still got the home body vellum from my minimal planner. I've got the cards I made for writing down when something needs cleaning in a particular zone, and then when I do my weekly plan, when I see what week it is to clean, what area is to clean that week, I will go to this page and see if I've written anything down. So I haven't really used this much yet because we're not that far into the year, and I haven't really noticed anything specific, but obviously if I don't use this, then I'll just take it out because there's no point in having it in there. I've written one thing down in kitchen, but that's pretty much it. This is a bill tracker, so I just put a little dot next to things that have been paid as they come out of my bank account. Then I've got things to budget for, which I look at every month when I do my sort of end of month review. I'll look at the next month and see what I need to put money aside for. And then I've got my zone cleaning lists still, so they're quite useful to refer to. You can download these in my freebies folder as well. This is home contacts, so it's got any account numbers and things for utilities and things. And this is a list that I've been meaning to make for months, and I finally got around to it. So it's all the codes for things like ink cartridges, paint colours, that kind of thing. I've still got a lot to add to it, but it's a start. This is a receipt folder, so I just printed a picture on vellum and made this clear pocket, and that's where I put receipts. Then I've got a wish list, so this is like a shopping wish list, so I've got IKEA here, B&M there, and I'll just write things down that I need from that store that I can pick up next time I go in there. Myself and my husband are going to work on the garden this year. We haven't really done much gardening because we're a little bit scared, to be honest. We've never done gardening before, really. We've planted a couple of seeds and, you know, like wildflower mixes and things, but we've actually joined like a seed club. So we've got our first box and we're due to plant those this weekend, hopefully, inside. But this is a freebie that I found from Fieldgate Flowers, and it's just got when different flowers flower. So I thought that was quite useful to have. And I've got a garden diary as well, so I can make a note of anything that happens in the garden. But I might actually be using a bullet journal sort of method, I suppose, as a garden notebook. That was an idea that I had. I don't know whether I'm going to do it or not, but I might see how we get along with the garden. If it's a total failure, it's a bit of a waste of a bullet journal, to be honest. And then I've got section 6 is life. So this is my goals. I've just got that's sort of a decorative pocket there, and then this is my goals in detail. And then this is a fold out from Paper Test Designs, and I've just got some habits that I'm tracking this month. I have been using the Habit app on my phone, and then I update this afterwards just because I find the app a lot quicker and easier to record on. It doesn't require as much effort. So I've been doing fairly well with that. And then I've got a list of cards to send. That was last year's. I just need to rewrite it for this year. And then this was going to be for gift ideas. And then I've got a list of favourites. So at the moment it's all pretty much all tea, apart from wax melts down there. So I'm just writing down my favourite teas and favourite anything really, just so I've got a record. This is my wellness section. So I've got another acetate from HR Handmade. That's got little leaves on it as well. And this is from My Minimal Planner. And this is a health log. And as you can see, it's been a bad year. I've as I said, back is not good. This is a list of slow living tips, so that is also, I think that is also on my freebies folder if you wanted a copy, but it's just little things you can do to slow down. And then I've got yoga poses to do before bed, which won't be happening right now. This is a food diary, which is something else that I wanted to start doing because I'm sure that I've got some kind of intolerance and I have no idea what it is. So I've been tracking what I've been eating, and so far I haven't really noticed anything, but I'm going to keep recording everything. So I'm on the 3rd week of doing that now. I've got the rest of the pages in there up to end of February, I think. And then I've got doctor visits, so I basically write down whenever I have an interaction with anyone medical, because I am, as I said, very forgetful and get very confused. So it's really useful to have everything right there. And then if I need to refer to anything, I know exactly where to look. Then I've got medical contacts, so things like doctors and that kind of thing. Then in my eat section, that's my cover page. I'm using some meal planning inserts that I've designed myself. So I think I showed these in my eat section review video. So I filled it out in pencil. I don't know whether you can see it clearly or not on the camera, but I filled it out in pencil. I decided I didn't like using the friction pen because it never actually erases properly, so I thought I might as well just use pencil. So I pick a recipe book of the month, and then myself or my husband will pick out some recipes that we want to try. We will do a freezer inventory, check the calendar to see what days he's working late or if we're going out, when we're going to have a payday takeaway, and we bookmark the recipes in the recipe book so we can find them easily. We actually went out for dinner this month, which is crazy because we never go out for dinner, not just the two of us in the evening on a weekday. I know. I'm sure a lot of you can relate that sort of since COVID you get into the habit of just not going anywhere. So this has been working really well. It's fairly basic. I've got my butcher's list here, deli, refill shop if we need anything. I've just got the whole year in there. And then I've got a list of healthy snacks and healthy lunch ideas. I have been struggling a little bit with lunches, just trying to eat healthier. So if you've got any favourite recipes, send them my way and I'd be happy to try them. Then I've got a grocery store guide, volumetrics food prioritization, which is quite healthy actually. It's healthy. It's quite helpful actually. It's quite useful to refer to at the moment, especially because I am trying to eat healthier, and with not being able to exercise at the moment, it's important that I do eat well. I have been trying to sort of walk around and cycle and things, so and this is from my minimal planner as well. And then I've got easy meals, favourite meals, lunch ideas, healthy snacks and meat temperatures. And then I've got this recipe card for overnight oats refreshing smoothie and quinoa tabbouleh. Then I've got some recipes which were in my planner before. And then this is my create section. This is from the Planner Spot, and I've been meaning to do this for ages, but I've finally made some swatch sheets for all my different art materials. So these are Faber-Castell Pitt brush pens, and then I've got mild liners here, Koi brush pens here, Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils, Tombow brush pens, Roman Small Aquarius watercolours, and this is my complete watercolour palette, how it is at the moment, so I thought that would be quite useful to have there. This is Turner Acryl Gouache, which I haven't swatched yet, but I will. I don't use gouache that often because I'm fairly new to it, so I still need to experiment with that. I've got a load of crazy sticky notes here that I still need to sort through. Planner size guide here, which is in my freebies folder as well, and the planner size conversion chart is in there too. I've got a list of YouTube video ideas. This was a course that I did that I've just ticked off the different sections as I've done them. This is a Patreon that I follow, a watercolour Patreon, is De Winton Paper Co. She's got a ton of watercolour challenges on there that I want to do, so I'm just recording the ones that I've done. This was my sort of planner style last year, so I might do a new one for this year. And then I've just got colour dots still in there, highlighter swatches, art ideas, planner discount codes, useful planner information, favourite planner shops, Peanuts Planner Co insert checklist. Section 10 is fiction. So this is a film log. So I've been trying to watch a film every day and I have succeeded so far. I'm not fussy about genre, as you can probably see if you can read any of them, but that's something that I have quite enjoyed doing. There's a ton of films that I've never seen, so that's been really good. This is to record when TV and film release dates are. I had another one of these last year, which I've still got in here, I think, because we haven't watched everything. This is for tracking series, so I basically use these as episode numbers and put the show here. Yeah, this is last year's TV and film releases that we wanted to watch. This is the series tracker from last year, which is falling out. Then I've got a movie watch list and upcoming TV releases that don't have a sort of scheduled date yet. TV show watch list. So this is stuff that's already been released. Then I've got a notes section. So I've got a map there, some various information. And then I've got contacts, which I can't show you for obvious reasons. And then I've got some coupons and some stamps. And in the back, I've still got my workout schedule, self-care check-in, spending rules, and a little deco card there. In the back pocket, I've just got some in the big back pocket here. I've just got some sort of notepaper and letters and things like that that I need to refer to in the near future. So that is everything. It's quite a fat setup. It's very chunky, but I'm really happy with how it's working. And if you've got any questions, let me know and I'll be happy to answer them. If you've got any ideas of videos that you'd like to see, I do also do art and scrapbooking on Canva, so I don't know if that interests anybody. So let me know what you want to see, and I will film something again for you soon. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.